RPN, Radio Philippines Network Incorporated, DXKO. 13.68 sa dial sa inyong radyo. RPN DXKO, ang Radyo Ronda dini sa Dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro. Sibiyahan na may galaon sa katawan, andam mo serbisyo sa tanan. Ang RPN DXKO Radyo Ronda sakop sa KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Huwag niya tularan yung pinalitan niya. Yung mga pangako niya, gawain niya.
The government has offered assistance in the form of fuel subsidy and a compensation program. But drivers say the 6,500 peso aid they have received is long gone. They also lament delays in their salaries under the service contracting program.
Hirap kasi, pamahal ng pamahal. Yung subsidy, konti lang tulong.
Ilang kargahan lang yun, ubos na kagad.
The LTFRB says more than 200,000 drivers and operators have received the fuel subsidy. That's 75% of the total number of beneficiaries under the first tranche initially set for March. Some 20,000 delivery riders have also benefited from the program. Tricycle drivers have to wait a bit longer with payouts eyed for next week. The second round of aid initially promised for April is now targeted for next month, according to the LTFRB. Amor Santos, CNN Philippines.
Malacanang attributes the increase in hunger to higher fuel prices, which has caused prices of basic commodities to go up as well. A recent social weather station survey shows 3.1 million or 12.2% of Filipino families experienced hunger in the first quarter of 2022. That's higher than the 11.8% hunger rate seen in a similar survey done in December last year. Acting presidential spokesperson Martin Andanar says the government continues to address hunger through livelihood projects among other programs.
Kasama sa ating initiatives ang gulayan sa barangay at sa pamayanan programs at iba pang livelihood projects para mabawasan ang kagutuman. Kaya naman, bagaman may pagtaas sa bilang ng mga pamilyang Pilipino na nakakaranas ng gutom, mas mababa pa rin ng 12.2% ngayong Abril sa 16% nung huling bahagi ng 2020.
Aside from costly fuel, higher PhilHealth contribution is another thing that worries many people, particularly overseas Filipino workers. Tristan Nodalo tells us how they marked Migrant Workers' Day.
Nearly 3 decades since the law seeking to protect migrant workers was passed in 1995 following the execution of OFW Flor Contemplacion, but same old problems persist according to an OFW group. On Tuesday, Migrante Philippines held a protest in front of the Migrant Workers Department to oppose the mandatory contribution hike in PhilHealth imposed to OFWs. They say this is an additional burden to Filipino workers who are still trying to recover from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on their computation, an OFW may spend 9,600 to 38,400 pesos a year due to the new contribution rates. They also call on the incoming Marcos administration to address the plight of OFWs, their call for just wages, benefits, and justice.
Marami pa ring sadlak sa abuso, marami pa ring namomroblema kung paano ipagtatanggol yung kanilang karapatan. Lagana pa rin ang illegal recruitment. Dapat alisin yung lahat ng mga paniningil sa mga umaalis na mga Pilipino. 27 years after, eto kami at dumadanas at tatanggap ng mga bagong singilin.